guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another vlogmas video. In today's video we're gonna do a childhood room tour. In case you don't know, I am back in Sofia, Bulgaria for Christmas. I live in London but I'm home for the holidays because I haven't been here for so long. I feel like I've forgotten everything. Like I was opening drawers and cupboards and I was like, oh my god, I don't remember what's in here. I felt like Dora the Explorer in my own room. So I thought, why not do a childhood room tour? I recently did a room tour for my current room in London. This one is gonna be a long trip down memory lane and I'm really excited. I live in London now and I'm not in my room most of the time. My parents use my room, especially my dad. He's into radio stuff and he has a lot of equipment in my room. I tried to get rid of some of it for the video, but there are still a few things. They're not mine, but I couldn't move them, so we're just gonna have to roll with that. Let's start with a quick overview. So this is what it looks like when you walk inside. This is my bed. The dog wasn't here when I was younger, unfortunately. My desk. This is some of the equipment I was talking about. Pretend that that bit's not there and all the cables. And this is my other kind of desk. I used it as a vanity. The monitor wasn't there, but the rest of it was there. And this is the view. It's winter now, so it's not looking too pretty, but... And here on the other side I have my two bookcases, my suitcase, and behind the suitcase over there are a few more things of my dad, so we're gonna pretend that they're not there. And the massive wardrobes. I'll just start with these because they're there. First we have some photos. All the photos are ruined by sunlight, like they all have this proper vintage look now, but this is my family in Barcelona. That's baby Petya, and that's my sister, who at the time was not in a good mood and wanted nothing to do with us. This is me and Nicola when we started dating. We met through dancing, very romantic. This is my childhood best friend Yvette, and I think this is in 7th grade. This is definitely in our ugly stage. This was a gift. By the way, everything is covered in dust. I tried to clean up a little bit, but... This is my diploma from University of Manchester, computer science, with honors and first class. Let's move on. Here we have a photo album, which I think this was a gift from Nicola. It's an album with a bunch of our photos from high school. Most of them are super cringe, so we're not gonna go into too much detail. Here we are, dancing our lives away. This I got in Tunisia. I don't know when it's gonna stop. I was reading a lot when I was younger, so I had a lot of books, some pens. This was a gift. These are interesting. I don't know if that was a thing outside of Eastern Europe, but we had these things, we called them lexicons. But it was basically a notebook. You would normally write a bunch of questions in the first page, on the front page, and then you would give it to your friends and they're gonna answer the questions, and usually they would write something, they might draw pictures and stuff, and then they would give it back to you, so you give it to all your friends. The questions were like super spicy, like who do you like? Do you have a boyfriend or a girlfriend? Like it was a lot of fun. Burning the pages was the elite. This was top quality. So I wrote this when I was 10 years old. My favorite book was Pippi Longstocking. Apparently I didn't have a boyfriend. There's a question that's like, what do you think about me? And I filled it in for myself. So basically, what do I think about myself? What I wrote is, I am smart, and that's it. This is basically a cringe fest. Here is Yvette again. She's 10 years old here. That was my other childhood friend. This is priceless. And then this one is just a notebook where I was like sticking pictures of celebrities and writing cringe stuff. Lindsay Lohan, Bring It On, my favorite movies, some cheerleading pictures. Okay, maybe I should say that in my childhood I had several very significant phases. So the first one was Disney princesses. I don't think we're gonna see much of that left in here, but I was obsessed with the Sleeping Beauty. So my whole room was pink. Everything was covered in Sleeping Beauty, everything. Posters, merch, everything. Then there was Pussycat dolls. I cannot explain to you how obsessed I was with them. I think it was borderline psychotic, so we're probably gonna see some leftovers of that phase. And then I was also obsessed with cheerleading, dancing, and gymnastics as well. It's gonna be the recurring themes of the video. Here on the other side are just plushie toys. A really old cheerleading bear. It's very ratchet. Next to shelves are mainly books, the yellow ones. So there was this series of books. There were 101. I was trying to collect all 101. I didn't, because when I actually started, they had discontinued like 80 of them. I think they were doing about 20, just the most popular ones, and then the rest they weren't really printing anymore. I would go to like old antique shops for books and I would like try to dig them out. I would look online to these like super dodgy forums, and I was literally collecting them from so many places. I was really proud of this collection, like this whole 2 shelves of yellow books. This is the dog we had when I was growing up, and I think I'm about 10 years old here. He definitely needed a haircut. This is an Instax of me and Michael from 3-4 years ago, I don't know. This is another notebook full of literally random stuff. It has some school stuff like schedule, homework. Nothing too spicy in here, unfortunately. I was obsessed with Converse at some point as well. I have a few magazines with the national gymnastics team of Bulgaria, the one that just won gold in the Olympic Games. I have this GitHub figurine I won it at a hackathon. There was a drawing competition and I draw the character as a cheerleader. I have this maths one from high school. This was my Bible. This was from first year at uni. This is how we learned programming. Java just in time on Amazon. I have some architecture books as well from the short period of time when I was doing architecture. This is bringing some PTSD. It was a good book. Another magazine with the team. Drawing books for color theory. I got this as a gift from one of my best friends, a watercolor sketchbook that she made herself, and she made it to look as the friend's door, and I love it so much that I haven't drawn a single thing in it because I feel like nothing is good enough, which is wrong. I should use it. This is a portrait she did of me for my birthday. This is me as a cheerleader at university. I had pink hair at some point, like just 2 streaks. Also, I was obsessed with pink. That was the other big obsession. And more books. 2 rows of books. Here I have my printer, which I haven't touched in years, and some board games, Dixit, Carcassonne, my giant jar of coins, and some CDs in the back. I wish I could count the number of times I've played this CD. These are my ice skates, which I use every winter. More plush toys and more books. Actually, I think I can show you the yearbooks as well. So first I have my yearbook from America. I decorated it. I thought this was so cool at the time. I don't like it anymore. A giant yearbook photo. This took a while, but I found myself here. They asked me what would I do if I could travel through time, and I said I would travel to the future so I could see what my life would be like in 20-30 years. So deep. There must be a picture of me dancing somewhere as well because I was on the dance team, but I don't want to look for it now because we'll be here all day. And this is from my Bulgarian high school. Here's me. Here's me with Laura. This is me with Ili. We're still best friends. This is some of the girls. I'm here in the middle. This is all of the girls and I'm here on the end. And then we have our own pages. Where's your girl? Here we go. Beauty and Grace. And this is a picture from prom. Where am I? The red one. This is from my university cheerleading team. This is my little page. I was voted most flexible.
She is known for her flexibility, frequently sitting in the splits and pulling awesome stretches. She makes stretching look so easy.
Here's me sitting on the end. Me with my eyes closed. I think this is when we got our uniforms. I'm also here and here. Oh, found some photo albums as well. Here's me with my dog, my friend Yvette and me again. Here we are, living our best lives. My mom and dad, cuties. We're playing football in the rain. Me at gymnastics. This was my best friend from dance. Me dancing here at the front, casually chilling in the splits. Very bad technique, by the way. This is at a national competition. I think we wanted that one. And that photo, me at a cheerleading competition. Let's talk about the door. So this is Yvette again, my childhood best friend. We're riding bikes in the mountain. This was my bunny. This is me in America at a dance concert or competition. Me with Nicole. When I came back from America, I was there for 1 year. Just me in my neighborhood, showing off my skills. This was from Las Vegas when I went there. This is a photo that I took for a photo contest. Just a random dog from Arizona where I lived for 1 year. A picture of London way before I moved there, so the power of manifestation. Me flying at a Christmas concert. My name on a Coke bottle in Bulgarian. Bracelets from theme park. This is again my dog. Cheerleading. Cheerleading again, I'm this one. My bunny again. A giant USA sign, because why not? J-Lo. I went to her concert. Dancing competition. This is me. Tickets from Disneyland. And that's about it. My bed has a couple of drawers. This one is just pajamas and underwear, so we're not gonna go there. And then this one was all my arts and crafts stuff. I'm not gonna go into a whole lot of detail because literally we could be here all day. But this is basically arts and crafts everywhere. Like paint, stickers, a lot of paper, a lot of glitter as well. Resin. Hi. My old gymnastics clubs. Here we have like blankets, pillows, plushies. I used to have a lot of pictures around here. Most of them have fallen off, but this was the logo for our cheerleading team at school. I designed this and we had t-shirts with this. Yvette and me again, a dance competition. And these are all marks from tape because I used to have a lot more pictures. Did I wake you up? I'm sorry. Let's move on to the wardrobes. We'll start with this one. It's just clothes. I have my old school uniform with some badges, which at the time were all the rage. I think this was my first cheerleading uniform. I was 12 at the time, I believe. There's just wrapping paper and gift boxes up here. This might be interesting. Motto of a traditional Bulgarian house that I did when I was applying for architecture. This was part of my portfolio and I made this from scratch and it took me so long. It's kind of falling apart a little bit. I can show you some leftovers from my Pussycat Dolls obsession. This is a poster of them on the inside of my wardrobe. You know why it's on the inside? I literally had run out of space on the outside and you saw how big my wardrobes are. Covered in posters. One, the door, the bookcase, everything. Psychotic, I'm telling you. Ooh. Some leftovers of my Sleeping Beauty obsession. This is meant to be her, although it doesn't really look like her that much. There's another one over there in the pink box. It's never been opened. Mint condition. And some blankets and boring stuff. I think all of those in the top just have blankets. Nothing interesting. If you're an Eastern European, you probably have a million of those in your wardrobes as well because your mom refuses to get rid of them. Here are just clothes and most of those I brought from London. Some Christmas gifts, so we're not gonna go into this too much. Here I have all of my practice dance gymnastics wear, like this was the designated spot for it. This is the tank top with that design that I showed you on my bed. This was from a Durex campaign. Yes, you heard that right. We were cheerleaders for Durex. We didn't have to do anything inappropriate. We were just like dancing outside and giving out free condoms basically. I think that was during the Football World Cup one of the years and Durex were doing this massive campaign thing. This was the skirt. Super long, don't worry. This was one of my school uniforms and then the top. They all look super ratchet because they are. One of our other uniforms and I painted this by hand for the whole team. And then this was the bottom for this. This is a really old dancing costume. This is the top and then there was this hoodie and I really didn't like it because I hated this color green. These are the shorts from the photos that I showed you from dance competitions. I think that's enough, you get the point. I used to collect napkins as well and that was such a popular thing when I was younger. I don't know if anyone else did that or we were just weird. Like, why? Who does that? I was so proud of this. Look at them. We had small ones as well, like handkerchief ones. Why? My old ribbon. Hee hee hee. From my gymnastics days. My gymnastics heritage. I have some old textbooks and notebooks from school. This is all math notes. Precious. Here on the bottom I have a really old computer. I haven't touched that computer in 7-8 years, I don't know. I really want to get it running and see what's on it, if it's even alive. And the last one is just some extra clothes, some homemade honey. Why is it there? I can't tell you, ask my mom. An old briefcase, I don't know what's in it, we can check. My guitar. I wanted to learn how to play the guitar, but I didn't have time. And at the time I decided, okay, I'm gonna do dancing and gymnastics now that I'm young and I can do it. And I'll leave the guitar for when I'm old and I can't move. Great logic. Oh, wow. Okay. It is pretty though. I got it for my birthday. In my defense, I did learn how to play a couple of things. There's some badminton rackets as well. I also played badminton when I was young. I think I was 8 or 9 years old. I even went to a national competition. I didn't win, but I went. This is my prom dress. I still like it. We can check what's in here because I have no idea. This is super dusty, so maybe I shouldn't have put it on the bed, but it's too late now. So this is a calendar from 2008. I have cheerleading scheduled and someone's birthday. Adorable. Then we have this file full of random stuff. I had to draw cheerleaders and everything. This is just a bunch of homework stuff. The drawing of a cell for biology. Another cheerleader drawing. I had to sing this at a school concert and I really didn't want to. Pussycat dolls everywhere. I told you. This is little me. I have a lot of comments on the hairstyle. So this is just like random projects for English. More Pussycat dolls. More Pussycat dolls. My dancing teachers. Cheerleader. Beautiful. Beautiful. What is going on here? I would just like to say I was probably in first grade when I was doing this. Amazing. The love of dancing showing. I never finished this masterpiece. Some of these are very disturbing, I gotta say. Amazing. Here we can see the skills are improving. The donkey from Shrek. A Mini Cooper. I had an obsession with minis as well. What the hell? Now this next one is truly embarrassing. This is an old book with Pussycat dolls on the cover where I was collecting photos and articles of the Pussycat dolls. I was literally going to the city center to buy German magazines because there was this new stand that was selling foreign magazines because the Bulgarian ones weren't enough. Like this, for example, is in German. I was also exchanging Pussycat Dolls collectibles with people from the country. We were mailing each other pictures and news articles. I think I needed help. I finished that one and I started a second one, but I never finished that one. Luckily, I grew up at some point. I can't believe I'm showing the internet all of this. I think we skipped these drawers, so we're gonna go through them quickly. Old curling irons, old straightening irons, old phones which don't really work anymore, a calculator, CD drive, PSP. I was making jewelry at some point as well. We were selling them a lot in school for raising funds for the cheerleading club. Random shit everywhere. I genuinely cannot wait to throw these things away. Just more random stuff. Old wallet, because why not? And the last one. These are just memories from traveling. I bet you haven't seen that. This wasn't even a phone. This was just like a pocket computer thing that my father brought me. I was really into gadgets when I was younger. And this was one of my first phones. I think this box has a bunch of my memories from the US. Yay, Arizona. I was collecting coins when I went there. Don't ask me why. Let's go through the Vanity next. This is one of my favorite things. I got it as a gift from my friend, the one who did the friend sketchbook. So this is basically a giant cardboard cheerleader with pom-poms, and it's made of like cheerleading photos of our team. One of them is her, one of them is me. This is me, and this is me, this is me. This is the Durex campaign that I told you about. See, it wasn't anything inappropriate. This was the Christmas concert. This is me on the top. This is when I was graduating. That's why I'm wearing a dress, and this is me. I'm one of those. This is us. I love this photo. And then this is me, and this is my friend who did this. This is me. This is us on a train. I love this. Like, the years that I spent on that team were probably one of the best years in my entire life. I was so happy. Unfortunately, it's getting a bit damaged from the sun. In these boxes is just a bunch of jewelry and cosmetics. I should probably throw away most of these because they're super old. I don't know. This is a jewelry box which is really old and has a bunch of things that I'd probably never wear again. Definitely not my style anymore, but I was living for these hair stuff. Here on the bottom are all of my puzzles. I am really into jigsaw puzzles. I have a lot of them. There's this, my old drawings, but these are from when I was a lot older. This one, for example. This was some bridge in Austria, I believe. This is Alexander Nevsky, the most famous cathedral in Sofia. Watercolor. I wonder what this is. Oops. Oh my god. Okay. Some leftovers from the Disney obsession. This was my fashionable purse and my wallet. This was my favorite thing when I was young. I was bringing this everywhere with me. It's from McDonald's Happy Meal. This is from when I was an exchange student. This was my application card, actually. $1. My student card from America. I'm not gonna show it up close because I'm really ugly. And I was so jet lagged when they took this picture. It should have been illegal. A bunch of random memories in here. This was a gift card from Hobby Lobby in America. I've never heard of this shop ever, and we didn't have anything like that in Bulgaria at the time. So when I got there, I honestly thought that that was paradise. Like, that was better than Disneyland. Here are some of my medals from dancing, gymnastics, cheerleading. This wasn't there when I was young. This is my father's stuff. And then we just have 3 drawers. This first one has a bunch of documents. Tickets from gymnastics competitions. Oh my god. I don't know if that was a thing in other countries, but when I was young, we were collecting these little paper pictures. I don't know why and what was the point. Those were all the rage when I was like 6 and 7 years old. I used to have such a big collection and then it disappeared. Please let me know if anyone else did that. Please. These are some of my report cards. My high school diploma with the worst picture ever. Some old textbooks. Nothing interesting here. And this bottom one is just stationery, like cheerleading pencils. I think this is it, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I had a really fun time making it. It was very interesting for me. Now that I've done this video, I can start renovating and just getting rid of some of the stuff. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you tomorrow.